Hello everyone and welcome back to the journey as we go to the Japanese Grand Prix, and what you can tell by the background is potentially a slightly wet race as well. Should be a very exciting one. Of course, the circuit that we won at last season on our way to the 2011 Championship. Qualifying though's not gone great. We've qualified a little bit further down the order. Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton up on the front row again. Hamilton's been on the front row pretty much every race except two of them. Jenson Button grabbed his third pole of the season. You find us here on the second page down in 10th place. Could be worse, could be better. Not too bad. We've gone for a wet setup, and it was obviously dry in qualifying. We were getting ready for a wet race, so that's maybe why we've qualified a little bit lower than we would have expected. No shocks on this page. Let's get ready for the Japanese Grand Prix. So here we are then on the grid. Qualifying in 10th place is not great, but you know, I think we can go and get something decent from here. We've got a wet setup, or a roughly wet setup on the car, and obviously the conditions are indeed wet. Not a good start from Maldonado there. Not good at all. Let's go easy to T1. Get Perez, who's going a little bit too cautious on the inside there. Let's get Raikkonen in it. See ya. Whoa, they're all on the brakes really early. Alonso's completely offline. Nice one. Tick him off, thank you. One of the McLarens has lost out at T1. Whoa, careful. So it's Webber who's up to second position then. And it is Hamilton that's lost out. Couldn't do anything about. Whoa, 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 whoa! Webber and Button then have made contact. Wow, that was pretty scary. They were all out wide. We were holding it tight, and there was a contact between the top two.
Hamilton's leading the race.
And yes, that's not actually good for the championship. That is not good for our championship at all. Did not want Hamilton out front. I don't know what 130R is going to be like in these conditions. Is it flat? No. No. Give me the power. Whoa, get off that curb, no. Oh, that is so bad. That curb just spat us up. Should have really been touching it in these conditions. Okay, that's not great. Let's keep Alonso at bay here. Big brave. Okay, let's not keep Alonso at bay here. Oh, no. Just got to dig deep and focus. That is not a good line there at the second Lesmo. That's fine. This is not terrible. Why? Why right in front of me? Alonso, man. That was so unfortunate with where he spun. That must have been what happened with Button and Webber on lap one. Damn it. There's such a big gap to the group ahead now. Kimmy, you got to help me out here, brother. Keep them all at bay, please. Okay, it's 3 seconds to Maldonado. It's just understeering a lot through the S's section there. And they've pulled out a gap. This is not looking good at all at the moment. But, again, it's a longish race. Oh, don't tell me Hamilton spun. They've both spun. What is happening? And why is Maldonado leading? What is happening at that hairpin? What is happening? Why can't they do the wet weather? Maldonado is leading this race. I've never been more determined to close up to him. I mean, he did win a race in 2012, so at least there's that. Right, we've set the fastest lap of the race. 2.8 seconds up to Maldonado. In a race victory that we could really do with.
Brilliant lap. You're driving as well as I've ever seen.
What a crazy moment there, though, for them. I've never seen that. Right, we're going to the hairpin. Let's see if Maldonado can keep it on the island. Whoops. See if we can keep it out of neutral. Yeah, at least Maldonado can hold it fair and straight. What a bizarre instant. Like I say, it must be like with like the Hamilton Button. Hamilton Button must have spun there. And then, oh goodness me, that's a terrible line. Really glad I caught all the margin that I did there. Haha. Hamilton and Button and Alonso must have all spun the same way, which is so bizarre. Then again, if they've qualified on a dry setup, if they've not put the car ready for the wet, then yeah, you got yourself to blame for the car being difficult, isn't it? Whereas we've gone for a full wet setup. Whoa. Whoa. And we've nearly lost it the same way they all did. Fair enough. Touche, touche. I'll keep my mouth shut, will I? Whoa, and again. Nice one. It's not an easy car to drive in that first sector, that's for sure. As we've lost nearly a second in that first sector. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, Maldonado can do it. Jensen just at the fastest lap of the race. I did win round here once in my sim racing career. It was 2016 in a series called GPPWC in Formula Challenge, and it was actually a decent grid of drivers, like relatively speaking, at that kind of era for me. I distinctly remember some of the battles that I was having, and a few of the other drivers on the grid. There was it was a decent grid. Wet weather conditions like this, actually. Just keeping it on the racing line. That was in R Factor 1, and I was right. To be fair, actually on that, I was running a dry setup. I was running really low wings, because no one could pass. Lewis, story time can wait. Story time can wait. No, it can't. And yeah, I basically led most of the race. Once my mate Lars had binned it, I think. Yeah, I think he went off the road at the Casio Triangle at the final chicane. Oh, speaking of it, someone is off at the final chicane. Good signs. Yeah, just absolutely dominated the race. Oh, I say dominated the race. You know, held the lead for pretty much the entirety of that race. Defended well, didn't make a mistake. My teammate came through to finish third, who was actually Finnish. So it's all coming together. Still have to win this race though. I don't know what position Hamilton's ended up. I think quite a lot of drivers have had issues. So I get the vibe it probably won't be as bad as it would be at a normal round. That's it. I don't think he's inside the points at the moment. I have just had a look. Hamilton is down in 20th place at the moment. So, yeah, this would be a big one. Like I said, for Maldonado, our first victory in Formula 1, as he had in 2012, obviously, would be and a win for Williams. Be a big one. Fact is, we're nearly halfway through the race, and we've not really caught up that much. We do keep making the odd mistake here and there, but he's just not. That's the thing. And that's the easiest way to get a good position in conditions like this. Just don't make mistakes. See, there's another mistake. Going a bit deep. Had to lift out the throttle. I think he's definitely not slow. That's the important bit. 2.7 seconds to the race lead. Perez is up here as well.
We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
What do you mean think? It's Raikkonen. Surely you should know. Like, if there's anyone on the grid that you should know what was happening fuel-wise, it probably should be Kimi. You should probably be able to tell me. Let's actually turn it up to Rich. Fast middle sector of the race. Had to lift a bit there, just mid-corner, but that's okay. I think this will be fastest lap. Much better through the Casio Triangle. Burn the rest of the cars. Yeah, bingo. Fast lap by a long way as well. Ooh, he had a moment. I mean, we had a bit of a one as well. He definitely had a moment there. I saw that. Obviously, by the rules of Formula 1, we don't need to pit anymore in this race. I say anymore. We don't need to pit this race because we're not using the dry compound tyres. So we can stay out on the inters the entire race. Ah, Lewis. Just a bit, not quite a lock-up, but was just basically quite close to catching the front right. And then a bit of a moment coming out through the final corner. 1.9 seconds, 4 laps left to go. It's just a battle of tension at the moment. I mean, hey, if we finish where we currently are, we'll get the points gap, I believe, down to within a race victory. So, even here is a position you can't really turn your nose up at. And even with where Ferrari is in this race as well, I think we'll be scoring, because Raikkonen's obviously there in third. We'll be scoring decent points. We're not going to take over second in the constructors, but we'll probably close in. Or fourth? What we second? Because we're in third, aren't we? The McLaren team, like, they've just gone in the constructor side of things. Lewis, absolutely not, Chief. We're going to be really slow, though. I know we cut obviously quite a lot there, but we're going to lose a lot of time. Right, big push lap then. Ho 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 ho! Whoa whoa wee wah! That was very close. We are pushing hard. Well, we've really closed up here. We aren't very far away. Kimi's dropping back a little bit. I think it's into the clutches of Perez, who I believe runs in the 4th position. This is going to be an absolutely wild race result-wise, isn't it? It's an okay lap, 1.5 seconds. It's just not coming down enough. That's the problem. It is Perez then in 4th position. I will say, even in qualifying, that Williams looked pretty quick in the hands of Maldonado. He didn't have a great drive over the hairpin. We have closed in a lot. Maybe we're going to get an opportunity at this. It's not going to be down into T1, I don't think. I'll save a little bit of curve so we can blow it off the triangle. This has probably been one of the craziest races of the journey so far. Can we win it though? And I am honestly, I'm not just going to be there being like, yeah, just because Maldonado's leading, I don't care. Look at the straight line speed. He's definitely running a dry setup though. Can he maintain the? Can he withstand the pressure? Rather, that's the big one. Closed in a fair amount through the S's. Whoa, but at the moment, but not too big. Be good through the Degnas. It is good through the Degnas. We're close. Whoa. See what his straight line speed's like. See if we can go and get him. Oh, I didn't really like that there. I just did not like that there. Can't get to the inside of the spoon. And with that second apex, no way. We've got a little bit of curves left. This is going to come down to the triangle. Nah, I'm too quick through 130R. It's kind of like it is kind of flat in these conditions, but not really. I threw it in. It didn't grip. And Maldonado, weirdly enough, is actually going to win a race in our series as well. That is wild. Wild indeed. Absolutely fantastic race then for Pastor Maldonado, who takes victory over us by around a second. Raikkonen also joins us on the podium. Great result for the likes of Paul di Resta, Sergio Perez up there in 4th position. Bruno Senna getting a point as well, so not too bad from him. On this page, we see Nico Hulkenberg a little bit behind his teammate. We see Sebastian Vettel on his recovery. Great drives from Heikki Kovalainen to 13th. Timo Glock to 15th as well. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton joined Mark Webber on the final page as well, so really a disappointing race for them. No points for McLaren, which means we're going to close in a little bit, but still they're way too far ahead. We do take over 2nd position in the constructors though by a single point over Ferrari. Williams move up to 7th over Force Injury. Kimi Raikkonen moves up in the Drivers' Championship. 5 races left to go, and obviously next time we'll be at the career circuit, which to be fair is a tricky one for me before we go to India, Abu Dhabi, the US and Brazil to round out the season. The US obviously being new for the 2012 season.